Our wisdom channel. I know it's been a while, or actually it's been like a day or so. But today I want to discuss, since it's upon us already, the tax season. And with that being said, the tax refund that I know many of you guys have gotten. So we all know for those of us who may not have gotten it because we're in a different tax bracket, or we owe because we don't have anything to claim, and things of that nature. It is what it is. But for those of us in, many people who are in the urban community, which we tend to see, or who are in a lower tax bracket, who tend to get a hefty tax return, it's time to show out. And we see a lot of this going on social media, around the block, just out and about, you know, people who basically, change overnight, I guess, so to speak. They go from rags to riches overnight. So I guess you're wondering, like, why am I doing this? Well, I'm doing this to say this is like an issue that goes on. And I know many of y'all are going to say, well, as y'all said in the past, when I made a video about somebody's casket, what business is it of yours? You're right, it's not my business what you spend your money on, but that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is more so to redirect, just some possibilities, some things that to be invested in, and back to what I was saying about the whole tax season thing. This comes about obviously after Christmas time, which many people are broke after Christmas time. So the tax refund return is kind of like a second chance, so to speak, after all, X amount of dollars is squandered and things of that nature. So the thing with these tax returns is it's already spent for the most part before many people get it. And a lot of times it's spent on things that, are materialistic, vanity, or butter, as opposed to the guns, which I made a video on the whole guns and butter concept when it comes to vanity. This money tends to last maybe a couple weeks, or if that, because like I said, it's already been spent. Clothes, weave, shoes, drugs, used luxury cars, rims, stuff like that. The butter, this stuff that isn't worth anything when you purchase it, and there's no value to it other than somebody just trying to show off, which really you don't get anything. You're trying to show off for somebody or people that don't even like you in the first place, or you're trying to inspire some jealousy or antagonize somebody, which, how does that benefit you in the long run? And many people get caught up in this cycle every year to outdo someone. So you buy this luxury car and then it ends up getting repo'd a month or so later and then resold. What's the purpose? Just to wait till next year and do it all over again. For those who, I mean, like I said, it's your money, but investing wisely is something that needs to be thought about long and hard. Especially, a lot of times, this money is the most money these people will ever see in life, or people will see in life, when they get thousands upon thousands of dollars. And many people can bring themselves out of their current economic situation by investing this money properly. And it really doesn't take much. I mean, the purpose, I believe, not the purpose, but the goal when you get this money should be to put yourself in a better position financially, and as far as your living situation, so to speak, or just improving your overall life by investing in yourself as far as education wise, learning a skill, a trade, investing in something that appreciates with value, or just something that helps you out in the long run. Like there was a story here in South Carolina of a woman who basically paid her rent for the rest of the year, which I don't know where she lives at. She had $5,000 and she paid her rent for the rest of the year. But like I said, kudos to her. That's good. That's good for her that she decided to think consciously and said, "Hey, I'm gonna spend my money on something meaningful, as opposed to just tricking off, spending money on a man, spending money on a bunch of sneakers, stuff that I really don't need." So she did that. So that's just an idea. And it's funny, by her doing this, she went by her posting the receipt for her rent that she paid for the rest of the year, she went viral for something that you would think is like, yo, a light bulb would go off and it's common sense to just go ahead and eliminate a bill out the gate that you don't have to worry about. So this was she was thinking, she was thinking about the future. So kudos to her for that. But back to that concept of guns and butter. The guns is the things, as I said, and I'll attach the video. You're investing in things that's worthwhile, that's meaningful, that appreciates with value. Stock, real estate, land. Investing in your children, investing in some education for yourself. As opposed to all this materialistic stuff just to impress other people, which really isn't worth anything. But the mentality, you can teach someone only, some things, but if the mentality is there, then I mean, it's about the long term. And if you've been doing this every year, or you constantly spending your money in the same way every year, and you're just stagnant and you're not moving anywhere, nothing's gonna change, and you should see that pattern of nothing's gonna change. People investing in shortcuts or ways to get back in debt, which is basically a lot of times what this money is spent on. Invest in fixing your credit. You can check me out on the link is in the description also. I'm gonna be putting out more tips on repairing your credit on your own, and if you need somebody to do it for you, by all means, I got you covered. But I'll put out more videos on that, like things like that, fixing your credit, getting trade lines up, putting yourself in a position to buy real estate, land, other property, something that you can leave a legacy behind for your children, things of that nature, as opposed to just spending your money on something that just disappears immediately. So there's two apps I wanted to mention to y'all if y'all haven't heard about it. I think I mentioned it in a video before. There's an app that I use. These are two apps I use personally. There's one called Digit, which is basically, it's an app that drafts money from your account automatically. And it's like a AI type thing where it monitors basically your spending habits, and it just withdraws money without you knowing into a separate account where you never know, what's going on. You won't even miss the money. Take a few dollars. You can take a couple dollars a day, things like that. So it's just something to think about. It's a real cool app. Before you know it, you could save a few $100s, right beneath your nose without you even noticing. So that's something to check out. It's called Digit. So you can download that by all means. I'll put the link in the description also for that Digit. And there's another one, as far as stocks and things of that nature, small investments, is called Stash. You might have heard of that also. That'll get you started out. A few dollars here will get you started out, just investing in stock and things like that, just to get you in there. But these are things that, that we normally spend on our vices that we could, get a few dollars to save up towards, a short-term goal or something like that. or just setting money aside for the future instead of just blowing it in 2 weeks or on something, like I said, to impress someone else. So I just wanted to open up a dialogue on this video. You know, I like to hear your comments, your thoughts on it, or more ideas on what people could do as far as saving their money for tax season and on into the rest of 2017. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, I want to hear the comments. You know, follow me on social media. Link is in the description. Hey, check the bell if you subscribe. That way you get all the notifications for all my videos when I upload them. If you like the content, we keep the content going. You know, throw a couple coins in the well of wisdom. Check out my books on Amazon. You know, and you know, I hope you guys like the video. It's been a while. So just remember, anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.